Sometimes God seems to arrive late, but what if his timing is always perfect? This is the story of a woman who learned to wait on God's clock. Dorothy was 61 and tired of waiting. Waiting for happiness, for answers, for God. Her small house on Maple Street in Meadowbrook was quiet. Too quiet. Every morning she knelt beside her bed and prayed, "God, when will it get better?" But heaven was silent. 20 years ago, she lost her husband, Robert, to cancer. 6 months from diagnosis to grave, she prayed, pleaded, wept. But Robert died anyway. That was when she first doubted God's timing. She had 2 daughters, Sarah and Emily. After Robert's death, Sarah moved to California, Emily to New York. Both promised to visit often. Both broke their promise. Years drifted by. Dorothy grew older. Her knees ached, her hair turned white, and she still waited. At Grace Community Church, she sat in the 3rd row every Sunday. Pastor James preached about trust and hope. Dorothy listened, but the words felt hollow. One Sunday, Pastor James said, "God never comes late. He never comes early. He comes exactly right. Our problem is we have a different clock than he does." Dorothy sighed. Easy to say when you're not the one waiting. After the service, she stayed alone in the empty church. "God," she whispered, "I'm tired. 20 years? My daughters don't come. My husband is gone. I'm alone." Silence. But then, a quiet thought came. What if I was here all along? 2 weeks later, a young woman named Jessica moved next door. She was 29, alone, with sad eyes and a broken heart. Neighbors whispered, "She's strange. Doesn't talk to anyone." But Dorothy recognized something in her, the same loneliness. One day, Jessica walked past Dorothy's garden, her eyes red from crying. "Do you believe in God?" she asked quietly. "Yes," Dorothy said, sometimes doubting. "But yes." Jessica's voice broke. "I stopped believing 3 years ago. Come inside," Dorothy said. "I'll make coffee." In the kitchen, Jessica shared her story. 3 years ago, she lost her baby, stillborn. Her husband left. Her family blamed her. "You didn't pray enough," they said. Jessica had lost everything. Her faith, her family. Herself. Dorothy listened silently. Then she spoke. "Jessica, I've waited 20 years for answers. But maybe God's answer isn't always a word. Maybe sometimes it's a person. Maybe you're here because God sent you to me. And I'm here because he prepared me for you." She paused. "I waited 20 years wondering why I was lonely. Maybe the answer was so I could understand your pain today. Not just with words, but truly feel it." Tears ran down Jessica's face. "Do you really believe God's timing is perfect?" Dorothy smiled gently. "I'm learning it together with you." That night, Dorothy prayed differently. No more questions. Just 5 simple words that changed her heart. "God, your time is right." Weeks passed. Dorothy and Jessica became inseparable. Coffee every morning. Church together on Sundays. They cried together. They laughed together. Jessica slowly began to heal. Not because Dorothy had perfect answers, but because she was there. She understood. And Dorothy realized something beautiful. Her 20 years of loneliness were not wasted. Every tear, every silent night had prepared her for Jessica. One evening, sitting on the porch, Jessica said softly, "Miss Dorothy, without you, I wouldn't be here anymore." Dorothy held her hand. "You saved my life too. You showed me why I had to wait. God was never late. I just didn't understand his clock." 6 months later, Emily called. She was crying. "Mom, I'm sorry. My marriage fell apart. Can I come home?" Dorothy's voice was warm. Double quotes. "Yes, baby. Come home." Emily arrived tired, thinner, broken. But this time, Dorothy was ready. Her months with Jessica had prepared her for this moment too. "Mom," Emily asked one night, "how did you survive all those years alone?" Dorothy smiled softly. "I stopped asking when, God, and started saying, God, your time is right. Not because I understood, but because I chose to trust." Years passed. Dorothy turned 75. Her house on Maple Street was no longer quiet. Emily lived nearby with her 2 children. Jessica visited every Sunday. Now with her husband, Sarah came from California every Christmas at Grace Community Church. Dorothy no longer sat alone. Her family filled the entire pew on her birthday. She stood up and prayed, "God, I asked for years. When? Now I understand. You were never late. Your time is right." It always was. Thank you. The whole church whispered together, "God, your time is right." Maybe you are waiting right now, waiting for answers, waiting for change, waiting for God. And maybe you're asking, when? But what if the waiting is part of the plan? What if God is preparing you? Right now, say these 5 words, not because you understand, but because you trust. God, your time is right. Stop asking when, start trusting.